Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Toledo's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and Some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
He's going to take a shot right away. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Barrett. Caught over the middle, it's Patterson. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went in.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. That's caught. It's Lang. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Dotson. Lets it go. Got his man to the left. At the 45, on its way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
And the Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. The sure hands, it's Leon. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Rockets have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Leon. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Dotson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Lang. Touchdown, Rockets! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. It's a seam wide open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll do it himself on the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Punt is on its way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Oh, they're after him. The Rockets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Dotson. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He's going to take off. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Brings up 4th down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
We're just about ready to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Rockets offense is back on the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spit on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to throw it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They go to the ground. Trying to take it back. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this defense knew cut. They were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Barrett. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. The officials offer the... And the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty.
22, water.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Punts it out of the air. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Guys, this freshman quarterback has had some struggles. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Dotson. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. It has been a rather rough ride for this sophomore behind center. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He turns it loose to the left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Rockets want to crank the tempo.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Snags it quickly on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Barrett. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the ground, it's Wilcox. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Guys, this freshman quarterback has had some struggles. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Leon. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Leon. And the Rockets will hustle to the line.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going up top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It's 2nd down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. As disappointing as this is, everything